You always think the worst of me. Always,
Well,
Cord.
after a time, Tina, a man gives up hope. This whole thing is just so typical of you. The daughters of Lameview, what were you trying to accomplish with that?
Do not go on with your Cord's eye view of how I am such a failure as a wife and as a mother and as a human being.
Oh, and you honestly believe that I think so little of you?
I know you think so little of me.
Oh, if that were the case, Tina, why would I sit around having these idiotic arguments with you time and time again? Why wouldn't I just say, well, that's the way Tina is. I might as well just give up and forget about it. In fact, why do I even stay married to you?
Cord, don't walk out. Cord!
Hey.
Hi.
That was a real humdinger.
Yeah, well, it's about par for the course.
Well, it's good to have passion in a marriage.
Oh, I wish I could have some other way of expressing it besides with our vocal cords.
Then do it. It's within your power. It's completely within your power. And now's the season when you reap what you have sown.
Why on earth shouldn't I go?
Well, it's just that running away is not all it's cracked up to be, you know? I mean, you go and it sounds great, but when you get right down to it, it's...
Yeah?
Well, it's just that the only thing that's going to be different is the landscape, Kevin. You know, you think you're running away from somewhere or someone, but all you end up doing is taking the pain with you, and then you end up someplace and you don't know anybody, and you get all this junk with you, and you don't have anybody to talk to. Besides, you and I just got to be friends. I don't want to lose touch with you.
Well, you won't. I told you I'll call. But I really have to go. It's too late to fix things here anyway.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, here I'll always be Clinton Vicky Buchanan's son, or Joey and Jessica's big brother, or Asa and Renee's grandson. I'll always be related to someone here. I need to go someplace where nobody knows them, and they can get to know me and like me for me.
I guess I can't argue with that. I miss you.
I hope so.
Look, keep in touch with me, okay?
Yeah, I will.
Come in?
I didn't make any noise.
Oh, what flowers? You brought me flowers?
You got a problem with that, Bud?
No, but, you know, just because you bring a guy flowers doesn't mean that you can have your way with him.
I didn't think it did.
You didn't?
You certainly seem in better spirits than when I left you at the office. And you made dinner.
Hmm?
Oh, but I brought dinner.
Well, look, here, let me just let me put these down, okay? If Mademoiselle will grab a seat here. A feast for the heart.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
Now is the time of the gathering in of what was sown in the spring. A harvest festival. Tonight is the autumnal equinox.
What, a festival tonight for fall? The time when everything dies.
Dies. Child, your sensibilities have been majorly tampered with. See, you're seeing things from the bottom of a murky well. You got it all wrong, all wrong.
I got it all wrong.
Mm-hmm. Let me just tell you about autumn. Breathe.
What?
Breathe. Now breathe in again. Now, if I asked you to breathe in one more time, you couldn't, could you? All right, then exhale. Expel all the air from your lungs. Now, you think all the air's out of there? Well, it ain't. Exhale some more. Now, take a nice, deep, calm breath. Now, you see? That's what autumn's for. Honey, it's not the death of summer. It's just the changing of season. Now, there's 4 of them, and 4's a magic number, you know. And each one of them has its own place in nature, serves its purpose. And each one of them ought to be welcomed, cherished, and embraced. Now, you see? Well, do you?
Yeah, sure.
You sure?
Yeah. No. I'm sorry, Lena, but I don't get all this magic and earth and nature and breathing stuff. It feels like witchcraft to me.
Well, it is a witchcraft of a kind, but good witchcraft. See, now, you're imposing your negative thoughts in here. It's because you're bringing in all those patriarchal attitudes with you, but you can't help it, sweet pea. See, now, what I'm talking about is a celebration of good, of the benevolence of the earth. And tonight is the night. And you are ready to be part of it. Now, I told you, you are a goddess. You've got that inner goddess light. You radiate light.
I do?
Oh, yeah. Now, are you ready to shuck off the bonds of ignorance and convention? Are you ready to be proud and brave and confident? Are you ready to open a new door of understanding and walk fearlessly across the threshold, huh?
Okay, fine.
All right. Tonight is the night. Join me in the forest primeval, under the moon, to welcome in the new season. Well, what have you got to lose?
Tonight. Nothing?
And everything to gain, as goddess is my witness.
Okay.
Sheila. Vicky, I heard you came back from the branch. How are you?
Well, I'm very embarrassed. I came here to apologize to you.
For what?
I just heard about Tina, how she strong-armed you into applying for the Daughters of Landview.
Vicky, you don't need to apologize. I mean, you weren't even around. And
But
besides,
it must have been so uncomfortable for you.
Well, I've had better times. Listen, Tina was trying to do a good thing, and I appreciate that gesture.
Tina's sense of what is and what is not an appropriate gesture is unfortunately more often than not confused.
Vicky, I assure you, I have put this whole thing behind me, so don't waste your time worrying about it.
Oh, Vicky. Oh, welcome home. Oh, I was arrested.
Well, it was relaxing. How are you?
Well, that's exactly why I'm here. Excuse me, please. The medication that I got earlier, it's not very much good. I feel very rocky.
Wanda, what's bothering you?
Well, I have a tightness in my chest. Indigestion and stress, he called it.
Wanda, are you taking the medication that they gave you anyway?
Well, what is the point? It's not doing any good.
Wanda.
Well, I'm taking it. I'm hating it, but I'm taking it.
Dr. Carter will be down here in a minute.
Well, wait, no, Dr. Lowry, can I see him? Isn't he back yet?
I think he's still out of town.
Well, I'm sure that Dr. Carter is a good physician, right?
Absolutely. I think he'll take great care of you.
Oh, well, sure. He will tell me to be a good little girl and to take my medication and to just forget about the dwarf that is in my chest just tying knots in my lungs.
Okay, that's
He's right there.
Well, go and tell him that the medicine's not working.
Go ahead.
Is he as good as Larry?
Look here, Mr. Editor. This note, well, first it makes a statement. That's clear enough. But this next line, what are you going to do about it? That's pretty vague. What am I going to do about what?
But I don't see the problem here. See, the question clearly relates to the preceding statement, I love you. You know, it's not like there are two separate little documents there.
But I'm still not sure what it is I'm supposed to do about what? About the fact that you love me?
Yeah.
Well, that's your emotion, not mine. I can't control how you feel.
Oh, fine. Well,
If you're asking me what I'm going to do in response to the fact that you love me, I don't know. I could do this. Or I could say that I love you too, Bo.
well, those two things, those are good.
So those are appropriate replies to the question, what am I going to do about it?
No, actually, see, I was speaking of the question. What I'm trying to say, I was wondering whether or not that you would, or whether or not that we could or should, you know, get
Hitched?
yeah.
That's an awful lot to expect a person to glean from. What are you going to do about it?
Now, what, glean? To glean? This note is pretty clear to me. So, are you going to keep tormenting now? Tormenting me, or are we going to get?
Hitched?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, let's get hitched. Brother, what do you think I meant?
Great. Here, just. Come on.
Now, just relax. But kind of cute when you're anxious.
No, wait a minute. No, this is serious, Cass.
No, it isn't, Bo. Come on, it'll fit in the winter when my hands are smaller. And until then, who says it has to be on the third finger left hand?
Who said? Everybody.
Well, who
says.
listens to them? I mean, sometimes you have to make things happen. You have to compromise, adapt.
Adapt? I'll tell you. Tomorrow, we're going to go back to this jeweler, and he is going to adapt this ring to fit on your finger, the third finger on the left hand. Thank you very much.
I had no idea you were so conventional.
I'll tell you a little about convention. Do you know what that all means, the third finger on the left hand? See, when you marry, it's in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You want to drop one of them from the list? Because I don't. I want all the players that I can get on my team.
A nice, civil, secular ceremony would not be objectionable to me. And a nice, civil, secular ceremony doesn't care where you put the ring.
No, wait a minute. See, with what we're doing right now at this time, this ring has to fit. And when the time comes that we get another ring for moving on to what we're going to do, that ring is going to fit too. See, I'm sticking with tradition, Cass.
Tradition? You call this a traditional proposal? I practically had to pull this proposal out of you word by word. And the operative word wasn't even there. The closest you came to was hitched. And I had to say that for you, too.
I detected just a note of bitterness in there.
All I'm saying is that if you're so concerned about tradition, you ought to brush up on your proposal style.
Oh. Cassie, I love you. I want that love to be a matter of public record, and I want our family and our friends to know that we are going to be together for the rest of our lives. So now, in front of God and everybody, will you marry me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Well, come here. God.
This is the home of
Cassie Callison
and Bo Buchanan. If you'd like to leave a message for either,
or both of us.
please wait until you hear the beep.
Thank you.
Come on. Why don't they just hang up?
I know you don't think things worked out with the Daughters of Lambview, but I tell you, I think it's for the best. Why? To tell you the truth, I really don't trust groups of people like that. I mean, I think they are elitist, bigoted, and very narrow-minded.
Well, don't hold back. I mean, tell us how you really feel.
Okay? I think they operate in the interest of the community only when it serves their purposes. And their primary purpose is to have a place they call in so that they can feel better than the people who are out there. I've said my piece.
Well, quite a piece, too. Sheila, I have to tell you, first of all, that I do not agree that the Daughters of Lambview is that kind of an organization, with some exceptions granted, okay? But even if you're right, what better way to affect change than from within? Join them, and then you can make sure that they act for the greater good.
Vicki, I can't. I mean, if I join them, that sends a message that I agree with their values.
Well, no. Actions speak much louder than memberships. Look, if you would only reconsider, I will make it my main concern to see that you get voted in. Quite frankly, I'm sick to death of people like Babs Bartlett running the show simply because she has a talent for pushing people around.
You know, I would pay big money to see you tell her that to her face.
Okay. Join up and you will get the show free of charge. I mean it, Sheila. The DOL needs people like you, people whose concern for the community and the neighborhood goes deeper than just their mouths.
Vicki, I wish you wouldn't pressure me.
Well, I have to. I'm getting very desperate. You are what the DOL needs to raise its standards. Please, Sheila, please reconsider.
Sarah?
Perfect night. Perfect.
Oh.
Watch your steps with me. Oh, sorry. Oh.
What's that?
Dried sage. Isn't it wonderful?
Luna, this isn't going to invoke Satan or anything like that, is it?
Just clear your mind, all those dark thoughts. Now, this is not a sinister ritual. This is becoming one with Gaia, our Mother Earth. All right, that's what people got to chant. The Earth is our mother. We must protect her. Come on, chant with me, baby. The Earth is our mother.
Is our mother.
We must protect her. The Earth
is our mother.
is our mother. We must protect her.
We must protect her.
All right. Now take this and read me the questions out loud and wait for my answers.
I don't know about this.
Read.
Why is this night a celebration?
This night is the autumnal equinox.
What is this? Sorry. I read now?
Mm-hmm.
What is this night's purpose?
Its purpose is to bring balance.
Balance of what elements?
Of darkness and of light, which this day shares in equal part.
I know. Which shall prevail?
From tonight forward, darkness will prevail.
I don't like the sound of that.
Read.
Oh. Yeah.
It's me.
Kevin?
Yeah.
Oh. Hold on. Hi. Well, what happened to Phoenix?
You did. After our little talk earlier, it kind of took all the romance out of leaving town.
Well, come on in. I'm glad.
Thanks a bunch.
Well, if your friends can't tell you the truth. So what are you going to do?
I don't know.
Well, what do you want to do?
Well, I don't want to go home. At least not for a while, anyway.
Well, then that's easy. You can just stay here.
Are you sure?
Kevin, I mean, do you need a place to stay? Someplace away from home where you can just sit and think?
Well, yeah, you bet.
Well, then stay here. I want you to.
Like, this is a really nice offer of you, Leanne, but I don't know if I'd feel real comfortable or real out of place. This...
Yeah?
Leanne, it's Clint Buchanan. Could I talk to you for a minute?
One Life to Live. We'll return in a moment.
Let me tell you, it's a rock, not a scorpion. Now, just relax. Just hold it.
Do you think there's bugs on this, or?
No, there are no bugs on it. And even if they were, they're part of Gaia, Mother of the Earth. There are our equals on this planet, and they're not to be feared or scorned.
Okay.
All right, now, that rock has two characteristics which should be immediately obvious to you.
Yes. It's cold and damp.
It has mass, and it has energy.
Right. Mass and energy. We need that.
All right, now, if you're quiet and you concentrate. The energy from that rock is going to smoke. It's going to flow right smack dab into you. All right, now close your eyes. Feel the rock. Feel its shape and its texture. Now let the energy that has flown through that rock flow right on into you.
I feel it. I feel it.
Breathe in the energy. Make it part of you. Use that energy to get anything you want.
Anything?
As long as it's positive.
Oh. Oh, I wish that Cord would take back all those horrible, angry things he said to me. And I wish you would try to understand me. Now and forever.
I've looked everywhere I can think of, and I can't find him, and I'm worried something might have happened to him.
Well, I'm sure he's fine.
Well, Jason Webb thought that you might have seen him this evening.
This evening? No. I mean, I saw him this afternoon, but
not since then?
No.
He didn't tell you where he was going?
Well, to tell you the truth, we didn't talk all that much. I mean, he came in here and he seemed kind of upset, so I thought maybe, I don't know, maybe he went for a walk. He'd be by himself, something like that.
The drive, more likely. One of our cars is missing.
You think he took it?
You think he didn't?
Well, I mean, I really don't have an opinion.
Well, would you give me a call if you do see him?
Well, sure, but I don't think that, he's...
Well, look, Leanne, I would like to explain this, but it's really kind of confusing. Just please don't take it upon yourself to try and protect him if you see him. Just call me and let me know if you hear from him.
Sure.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Look, Leanne, I cannot stay here, okay? I'm gonna get you in just as much trouble as I am.
Oh, no, you won't, Kevin.
Thanks for covering for me, okay? But I really have to go.
Kevin, look, your dad, he doesn't even think you're here, right? He's not going to come back to look for you, really. And if he does want to find me, he'll probably look in the restaurant or something.
Oh, God. Well, look at me. The way I'm acting, I'm being wanted by the law or something. And everywhere I go, I run into somebody I don't want to see, whether it's my father, or Stephanie, or Jason, or Carlo Hesser.
Well, why don't you just hold on over here like the desperado you are, and I'll protect you from the sheriff's posse, I promise. Kevin, you can stay here for as long as you need to. I better go tend to that.
I slipped out of the room, and I closed the door. I didn't want to wake you up.
You couldn't sleep?
No.
Did something wake you?
No.
What were you listening to?
Just some music. Cassie.
You think I'm jealous, don't you? Boy, for a smart man, you have absolutely no imagination. Is that all you would think would be upsetting me? That's not it at all. I told you more than once that I was perfectly comfortable about Sarah. She was your wife. She was my friend. I have no problem with that. She's a part of our pasts, and it's inevitable that she'll be with us through the future. God knows, she's here now. There is nothing wrong with that. We talked about it before. I thought we were clear. I thought you had enough faith in me. I thought you trusted me enough to know you didn't have to hide Sarah away from me.
I'm sorry.
Sarah is not the problem. You are. Being secretive, trying to hide things. You're making this into a problem between us.
I don't mean to.
Now, I'm not hurt that you were thinking about Sarah. I'm hurt that you tried to hide it from me.
I'm sorry.
Would you quit saying that? I don't want apologies. I want you to talk to me. An hour ago, you asked me to share the rest of my life with you. How do I know that's going to work if you can't share this with me?
I want all of this to stop. See, I don't want to talk about this. I want it all to go away.
Want what to go away?
Everything about Sarah. No, I don't mean that. I want the noise in my head to just stop. It's like there's a radio playing in there, and I keep hearing all these voices, and I'm not talking about the voices a crazy person hears.
I know that.
I keep hearing Sarah's voice. I hear the voices of all the people that were at her memorial service. I can hear our last conversation over the radio from the plane, you see. And look, as bad as all that is, it's worse, Cass, to drag you into it. I don't want you to have to hear all this, all right? I don't want you to be a part of all of this.
That's shutting me out. You're not doing me any favor by keeping this to yourself.
I'm not so sure about that.
I thought you were doing okay about Sarah.
I was.
So what happened? Was it the perfume?
No.
Then what?
It's her birthday.
Today. Why didn't you say something?
What was I gonna say? Would you marry me? Oh, by the way, today is my dead wife's birthday. See, I knew this was coming. I knew it was gonna be really rough. But I sure didn't think that I was gonna get nuts about it, so much for what I think. I'm sorry.
I told you to quit saying that.
Yeah, that's right.
Bo, will you listen to me? I love you. And I think highly enough of you to want to marry you. So I'm not labeling you crazy or anything. But I think this is too big for you to handle alone.
I know there are other people who are in your situation who get help.
My situation.
I can't help you with this, Bo. And you sure can't do it alone.
You're right. I know. You're right.
What's this?
What?
Turn around. Been out for a roll and leave with some other fella?
No, Cord, I was out walking and it was really windy. Besides, sorry if I worried you, but I feel like you really...
You don't have to say anything, Tina. I'm the one who's sorry. I never should have said some of those things.
What, you're saying you're sorry?
Yeah. Look, just because I'm descended from the Buchanan line doesn't mean I can't apologize to my wife when I feel like I've been acting like a jerk, can I? Right? Come here.
Vicky, I will think about what you said. But thank you so much for being upfront with me.
I tell you what, if you have any questions at all about the Daughters of Llanview, if you have any other reservations that you would like to discuss...
1 minute, young man. I have been around long enough to know when I have indigestion, Dr. Kildare, and I don't have it.
Mrs. Wolek, if your gastric discomfort is caused by stress, then maybe some tranquilizers will help you keep things under control.
I am under control, and I don't have indigestion.
Excuse me. Doctor, I have known this lady for probably as many years as you have been alive, and I can assure you that she is nothing if not in control. Now, if she says that her chest pains are not what you think they are, I would suggest you listen to her.
And I don't need you to imply that I am hysterical.
Wanda? Wanda?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Oh, my God. Wanda!
Where are you going?
Cassie, you know I love you more than anything, and I'm not going to let any of this business come between us. I would never do anything to hurt you.
I know.
I got to take a little walk.
Now?
Yeah, it's just some of this... I have to walk, okay? Do you understand?
Sure, but... Are you really okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Well, be careful. It's late and it's chilly, so take a jacket.
You're the greatest.
Good night.
Luna! How'd that wish work out for y'all? I can't believe it. If I was not so happy right now, I'd be scared to death. Then you gotta tell me what is going on with this New Age goddess, Gaia, Mother Earth, nature stuff.
Well, you saw what it is and what it can do, and ain't it something?
Oh, it's something else. Okay, I want to learn more. I want you to teach me more about this.
Sarah?